friends, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time with me, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Alexis, but I'm also known as MissTrenchcoat all across the internet. I help ambitious women plan for a balanced life and online business using my CEO strategy and master plan methods. Today, we are going to be discussing how to stay productive and organized in 2022. This video is part of a 9-video series that I've created to help you get organized for the year ahead. Here is the outline of the series in case you want to pause and see what's to come. So I sincerely hope that you enjoy and get a lot of value from this series and, of course, today's video. To keep everything organized for you as you go through this series, check the description of this video because I'm going to link the entire series so you can easily find each video as it's published. And I have also created a handy free download checklist for you to use as you go through the videos and complete the actions that I recommend. That download will be linked in the description of this video as well. Of course, if you are excited about this series, take a quick moment before we begin to give this video a like and to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so you don't miss any of my future videos. Today's video is video number 3, and we are going to be discussing the topic of setting new routines and habits. So let's get started. The start of a fresh year is a wonderful time to start new routines and habits, and I'm sure you have some that you'd like to work on as well. Our habits are very important because our productivity is either strengthened or broken in the little tasks that we do often. And bad habits that you would like to replace are an opportunity for you to make strategic changes that can greatly improve your life little by little. Likewise, your routines or the tasks you do sequentially and often without much thought are essential to the outcomes that you're producing in your life. As Aristotle is often attributed with saying, "You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit." So let's start thinking about the bad habits we know we need to replace. I say replace because it's very hard to just stop a bad habit cold turkey. The best strategy to use when eliminating bad habits is actually to replace them with another habit. I like to call this a swap-opportunity, or the opportunity to swap a bad habit with a better habit. So in order to swap your habits, you first need to understand the system that the habit belongs to. In any habit, there are 3 elements to be aware of: the cue, the craving, and the reward. The cue is something in your day that actually kicks off the habit. It's some stimulus like a hunger pain or the feeling of stress or even talking to a specific person that initiates you to want to do the habit. Then there is the craving, which is your response or desire for that habit. So if you're experiencing the cue of hunger and then you're craving a candy bar, you'll feel enticed to get yourself one, right? The reward is the habit, usually the bad habit, that basically has been egged on by the cue and the craving. Now, I know I'm using food as an example here, but this system actually applies to any habit. It could be snacking, it could be smoking, it could be shopping, it could be sitting on the couch watching Netflix instead of going for a workout. So if you want to change any of your bad habits, you'll need to identify the cue, craving, and reward. Identify what kicks off the bad habit, what craving inside yourself that bad habit fulfills, and then what the bad habit is itself. To replace it, the best thing to do is to find a different reward that isn't bad to follow through with the habit. So instead of getting a candy bar when you have a craving for a snack before dinner, you can have on hand maybe a healthy alternative that can stand in for the chocolate craving or the salty craving, etc. That is how we are going to move forward with replacing our bad habits for good habits in the new year. Next, let's talk about routines. Now, before you go on and tell me that you don't have any routines, I need you to be aware that all of us have routines. They just may not be the best routines or much of a routine, but they're there. We all have a morning routine, even if it's not meditating, doing yoga, and taking a bubble bath. So when it comes to routines, I think it's important to understand where we are now in terms of what we do at certain parts of our day and where we want to be instead so that we can start shifting these routines to be more productive and helpful for our days. There are 3 routines I think all of us should have. I'm sure there are others, but these are the 3 that I believe are most important to think about first: the morning routine, the evening routine, and the workday routine. So, the morning routine is what we do in the morning to get ourselves physically, mentally, and organizationally ready for our day. So, most of us will do certain hygiene activities in the morning, get dressed, eat breakfast, and hopefully do some sort of mindset work, praying, journaling, meditating, or even working out, so that we can feel our best to show up fully for our day. So, again, think about where your morning routine currently is and where you would prefer it to be, and identify no more than 3 changes to work on. I'm very much against having a very long morning routine with tons of steps because it increases the opportunity for us to fail or to lose momentum early on. And I don't want you to drain your energy in the morning. I want you to fill your metaphorical cup in the morning. So focus on what would make you feel good and makes you want to get out of bed in the morning. Next, let's talk about the workday routine. The workday routine is what we do as we kick off work to ensure that we're focused, motivated, and productive to get things done. Most of us do some sort of formal work, and I do include stay-at-home moms in this as well, because taking care of your children is more than a full-time job. And often we fall into these work routines, especially having lived through this pandemic, where we just sort of get to work but fiddle around for a bit too long. Or we get overwhelmed with our work, so we try to avoid it or do other things that might not feel as scary to us. Having a workday routine can help us get clear and motivated when we start working. Common elements in a workday routine might be tidying up your workspace so you can focus on your tasks, getting a coffee or a beverage to help you feel ready to work, and sitting down to make a plan of action for the day that might include a prioritized to-do list and a schedule. You could also turn on some white noise or classical music for focus. So again, think about your workday routine, how it currently is, and where you would prefer it to be. And again, identify no more than 3 changes to work on to get yourself into alignment with that better, more productive routine. Remember, the point of your workday routine is to help you get focused and motivated to get your work done. So don't load it up with lots of tasks just to procrastinate. That's the bad behavior that we want to correct by defining our workday routine. Finally, the evening routine is what we do in the evenings to get ourselves prepared for a restful night's sleep so that we can hit the ground running in the morning filled with energy. So most of us will do certain hygiene activities in the evening, put on comfortable clothing, get their bedroom ready for sleep, and even do some mindset work to help them fall asleep with a clear mind. Things like journaling, reading, or listening to a guided meditation are great restful activities for your evening routine. And you'll want to make sure your devices and screens are also put away or turned into night mode so that their lights don't trigger your brain to keep you awake. So think about where your evening routine currently is and where you'd prefer it to be. And again, identify no more than 3 changes to work on to get you into alignment with what you believe would be a better evening routine for you. Again, I'm against having a very long routine because it just lengthens the time that it's going to take you to relax and fall asleep. And that's the goal of the evening routine, really to help you fall asleep and help you to have better quality sleep so that you have more energy when you wake up in the morning. So to summarize all this, your action items to get the most out of this video and information are to first identify 1 to 3 bad habits and their systems to swap for better or more productive habits. Next, craft your ideal morning, workday, and evening routines. And finally, set a start date to give your new habits and routines a try. Your new habits and routines should definitely be put into your planner to track your progress. But remember, it's not easy to change habits and routines. It likely won't happen overnight, so start marking your progress by trying to complete the new items maybe once a week, and then maybe twice a week, and then 3 times a week, and so on and so forth. It's not all going to change at once, so acknowledge that this is a marathon, not a sprint. And keep in mind what and why you're doing all of this self-improvement for, because you are absolutely worth the time and effort, and I know you can do it. Now, if you would like some more personalized help from me on this topic, come join me in the Productivity and Planning Mastermind membership. The Mastermind is like your on-demand planning and personal development Netflix, hosted by yours truly, filled with ambitious women like you and I who are doing their best to organize a beautiful and fulfilling life for themselves and those around them. Annual members receive a free copy of the Master Planner, plus an ever-growing library of valuable planning inserts and classes for organizing and planning all areas of your life. We even have several live events scheduled throughout the end of the year to help you prepare for 2022, organizing our planners, goals, and so much more. Click the link in the description of this video for details on the limited time offer I have running for the Mastermind annual membership plan, and to see all the amazing resources and benefits that joining the Mastermind community has to offer. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to grab your free download linked in the description to get the most from this series. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with anyone you think would find it helpful. For more of the behind the scenes of my productivity life and business, make sure you're following me on Instagram at MissTrenchcoat. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, bye-bye.